Good evening, everyone. Hope all is well. So, we are now going to be going live with a business entrepreneur who runs a marketing agency, a digital marketing agency, and we're going to be talking about how the world is changing, how the companies are changing in terms of using digital marketing, social media to their advantage in terms of closing more deals, generating more leads, and in terms of generating more revenue for their companies. So let's go live with Max Dean. Yep, a brand. Here we go, and
Hello, mate.
Max.
How are you?
Hi, good. And yourself? How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. It's very hot at the minute, but I've got my
It is
got
hot.
my
It is
got my
hot.
little fan.
That's fan.
It's not doing a lot. It's not doing a lot, but it's doing
You
something.
you need to get one of those Dyson ones, you know?
Yeah, I did see those actually, but I'll probably buy one. It'd be raining next week, wouldn't it?
Well, you know how this
Mm.
the British weather is, right?
Yeah,
Two
it's
weeks of
awful.
summer, the rest is all winter.
Exactly. Yeah, literally.
But Max, thank you so much for joining me today. It's a pleasure
It's
to
all right.
have you on in terms of you sharing your knowledge, spreading the positivity in what you do, and how you help businesses in terms of generating more leads. So thank you so much for joining me today.
No worries. It's good to be here.
Max, before we move forward, if you can introduce yourself as to who you are and what is it that you do.
So yeah, my name's Max. I live down in Brighton in the United Kingdom. I run a digital. Hang on a sec.
It's all right.
Sorry about that, it's falling off. Yeah, so I run a digital marketing company in the UK. I've been doing it for about 14 months now. And
Okay.
yeah, it's just about scaling businesses, brands online, making them look more credible and trustworthy, so they can go on and make more sales essentially.
Okay. So, I want to take you a few years back. You're pretty young, but
Yeah,
still, I'll take you a few years back. And I want to ask you, when you're growing up and we're like going to school, college, university, and we see a lot of other careers in front of us. Right now,
yeah,
the career of a digital marketing agency, social media influencer is like it's going on a level where we've never seen it before. So this
yeah,
profession is sort of very young. But when you're growing up and you see all these careers in front of you, like architect, doctor, lawyer,
yeah.
engineer, um, actor, musician, did you aspire to be any of those careers, or were you sort of the technology driven child when you were young?
You know what? I think I had trouble finding like what I wanted to do when I was younger, as
Okay.
many people do. There wasn't one thing I thought I was. I was always good at like being on the phone and stuff. Like I could work in Apple tomorrow with all the help I've given my mum and dad on like iPhones and stuff. They're absolutely useless. Yeah. But about when I was 17, I ran a few events like nightclub events, party events,
Okay.
and yeah, I had a bit of a run doing that, and then yeah, that sort of like faded away a little bit, but and then I came across like digital marketing. I knew it was. I've always been quite like entrepreneurial, always trying to get my head into something. I just didn't know what it was for a long time. I knew I had something, I just couldn't put my finger on it. And then yeah, I came across this, and it's I've been doing it for a while now, and I'm
And
confident doing it.
how did you come across this? What sort of
Um,
inspired you? I mean, obviously, social media is
yeah.
huge amongst the younger generation right now. But what inspired you to sort of make this into a professional career for yourself?
So I actually came across someone online, Yeah, I came across someone online, a bit of an influencer, big influencer. He did like mentorships on getting your digital marketing agency started. He was very successful doing it himself. And I saw like all these successful like stories he was posting, all these testimonials, and yeah, it sort of got me a little bit excited. I had a bit of money I wanted to invest into doing something. I didn't. I've always been bursting to do something young. Just because I'm young doesn't, I've always wanted to kickstart my career early.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So what is it that sort of got you going that, like, yep, this is it. And I want to put all my money into this
Yeah.
business. Why did you choose to do that? What was so, uh, like, what was the passion behind it?
So I've always wanted to do something where, I was self-employed. So this was a chance to be self-employed young. And so yeah, I took that with it. I invest, and then also there's a good sense of achievement with it as well. Because when you're working with clients, I work with clients across the world. I've met so many different people, so many different faces, from so many different cultures. And yeah, and getting into, and a lot of time they have problems, and I'm the one who has to solve their problem, and that's like, and when we work together and solve that, and it's a good sense of reward.
And that's what sort of put you into this. So basically,
It's
dealing with
very
other
motivating.
people's
Yeah,
queries,
yeah,
exactly, to come up with the solution to what
yeah,
they want. Um, Now, when it came to starting your digital media agency, you mentioned that you saw someone doing it and they were pretty successful with what they were
yeah.
doing. Did you think that using their ideas would be the key in running your business, or you already had ideas of how you wanted to do it, but you wanted some sort of guidance
Yeah.
in terms of how you wanted to go out and set up your company?
Well, yeah. It was like a mentorship program. So he was already an expert doing it. He just sort of accelerated me to a point where like his systems, he's already gone through what worked, what failed. Um, and yeah, that helped me so much getting started, knowing where to what system, because obviously digital marketing, there's a lot of softwares out there that you can use to message clients and stuff, get
Yeah,
yourself out there, scale yourself before you scale anyone else.
yeah.
And yeah, he helped me find the right stuff to get myself started.
That is good to know, because there are a lot of people that are on social media who possibly do social media really well, the digital marketing. They have the sense, but don't have the sense of how to go about setting up their company.
Yeah,
So it's good to know from you that there
I would
should be a mentor
oh yeah,
somewhere
100%. Yeah.
to sort of guide you through it.
There's anything you do, you should always get. I would always recommend getting a mentor, just because you haven't had that experience of what you're going into, and he for this case he did, and I wouldn't have been able to achieve the results I did without him.
Cool. So digital media, digital marketing,
Yeah,
what is it about? And is it different to social media, or is it the same thing? I mean, digital
yeah,
marketing is sort of the content you create to post on social media, right? But how does
yeah.
that sort of work hand in hand for the businesses to show what they're doing and how they're doing it?
So yeah, digital marketing and social media marketing, and it's all like the sort. I think it's all the same thing, really. Like, uh, post regularly posting on your like LinkedIn, like you do on your Instagram. I'm sure you need. It's very effective if you're posting regularly.
Yeah.
And it's all about making yourself look credible online, because selling online, you can't just you can't not look. You need to look professional if you're going to sell online. Like, people buy into people, and if you're, the best way to show yourself is to do videos of yourself, because that's what really translates you online. Otherwise, without credibility, you're not going to make any sales.
You mentioned videos,
Yeah,
but I thought a lot of these companies out here that are sort of helping businesses to show what they're doing, is sort of a lead generation kind of strategy.
Yes.
How does that help, and how do doing videos help to sort of streamline your business?
Well, it helps you come across. It helps you come across as trustworthy. Like I said, it builds credibility. People buy into people. They're not gonna, if you just post pictures of you out on a night out or something, drinking and stuff, who's gonna buy into that? You need to make sure that your post is of high value, of high quality, and when you're speaking, for someone like me, it's important that I come across as like I know what I'm saying, and like someone you want to work with, because otherwise, what's the point in me doing this? I'm not going to make the sale, and they're not going to want to work with me. And without
I-
videos,
I'm
it's a
I'm
lot harder to do that.
I'm going to come back to the video point, but just to
Yeah.
sort of talk about the postings and in terms of your agency, what you do and the service that you provide. Do you
So,
provide that across all the social media platforms? And if so, what are those social media platforms that you provide your service for?
so my service primarily uses digital advertising across Google, Facebook, and Instagram.
Okay.
And yeah, so I get a lot. And the reason why I came into the real estate industry was because a lot of people in the real estate industry are like still stuck in the old ways of client acquisition, like waiting on referrals, passing out business cards. So I need a passing out business
Yep.
cards. A lot.
Waiting for the phone to ring and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
stuff.
Well, when you're using
Yep.
digital ads, you can literally go out and grab your clients. You don't have to wait for anyone. And I've built a system, what I call the Internet to Buyer Lead Elevation Booster,
Okay.
which is a digital advertising strategy that I created and my team created, which goes on. So it focuses on running ads on social media platforms, because 90% of home buyers go onto social media before, well, go look online and stuff before they actually purchase a home or do
Yep.
anything with a home.
Yep.
And yeah, and so my service
So what does
does,
that software do? The software that you have with which you
yeah.
produce this content and you post this content across Google, Facebook, and Instagram that you mentioned. How does that help the business? Can you take the name again of the software that you said that you use?
The software. There's
The lead generation software
Oh,
that you
sorry,
mentioned.
my proprietary method is what. So
Yeah.
it's I call it the Internet to Buyer Lead Elevation Booster.
Okay.
So it's taking someone from the internet to become a buyer, and
Okay.
the service is good, so good because it's completely automated. You don't
Okay.
have to rely on cold calling. Like if your primary ways of getting clients in real estate is cold calling, then you're seriously falling behind, because there's no need for that stuff anymore. You can literally you can run digital ads so effectively, and you can build other systems like funnels where they can go through and look at what you've got, and then they can go on and book a call with you, all automated. So the only time you're ever going to be looking at a client is a client
Is
who's gone through
when
your
you speak to them, or yeah.
when they've gone through all your steps. And if they've gone through all your steps, that means they wanted to buy or sell their home, so they're actual warm leads, and you're not bothering your time with penny pinchers or anything like that. It's a completely automated system, and this system, what I created, generates an average five to seven new buyers every single month for a real estate agent.
But is that lead generation a generic lead generation, or is it specific to a property or a service? Like, I'll give you my example out here that I used a company for lead generation, right?
Yeah,
And it was over a period of a month, but in 2 weeks, I sort of fell behind in the fact that I gave them the two properties to generate the leads on, specifically for those
yeah,
properties. But the properties were, one was located in central London, one was located in North London. And what I got out of it is generic leads saying, I'm looking for a property in Croydon, or I'm looking for a property in Brighton, for example. That kind of stuff. It
yeah,
wasn't leading for the buyer to come and view the property, that specific property. So how does your company differentiate from other companies that are all saying that, yep, we can generate warm leads and hot
Yeah.
leads, and but how does that lead sort of deal with that particular property or
Yeah.
that particular
So
service, if you can?
the one thing I created to like harness that problem was I built a multi-step client pre-qualification system, which was a funnel, and that pretty much and I send and before they get to you, they also go through other steps. They go through a Facebook squeeze page. They go through this multi-step pre-qualification client system that I built. So when they do get on the phone with you, but they're people who know exactly what you sell, exactly what you're doing, exactly what houses are in the area which you're offering to buy. For example, North London, they'll only be seeing the ones from North London, and yeah, that way they know exactly what house you are selling, and they know that before they get on the phone with you.
So they would not be generic leads.
No,
They
no,
would
no.
be
They'd be hot.
specifically targeted
Yeah,
for that particular property or
they'd
for
be
that particular.
hot, warm leads because of the multi-step client pre-qualification system that I built.
So it's the funnel system that you use
Yeah,
to provide leads for the posts that you create for your clients through your digital marketing service. Am I
yeah.
right?
So yeah, and I think I've been able to work out like the best sort of digital ads as well, which are the most effective. So I always tell my clients, like, imagine you're like in a shopping mall, right? Imagine you're in a shopping mall, and every single shop in the shopping mall is a real estate agent. Now I ask them what's going to make you different, what's going to make your agency more appealing than anyone else, and the answer to that is just by positioning yourself in front of them. You want to be in front of your clients, in front of your prospects everywhere you go. So like multi-platform advertising. So when they click on an ad, you can add a tracking pixel to when they interact with your ad. Now that tracking pixel means you can now target them on everywhere they go on
But
their phone.
they could just be scrolling through the thing and they just see that they're okay, but they're not in a mood to buy that particular property. So
Yeah,
how would
this
that sort of work out?
well, it's not just properties. You can be advertising. It can be webinars. You know, I think a good thing to do is free webinars. Like you could
Okay.
what's like a common problem someone might have, like pension funds, like how to control your pension funds properly. It could be a free webinar on that, or like
Okay.
a free ebook. So it's a call to action. Having a call to action means they're going to click on that ad.
Got you. So it's basically all those services and the particular properties or whatever that you deal with in terms of
Yeah,
boosting the chances of getting those
yeah.
leads
Well,
through.
where on the ad.
Got you. And through the services that you provide, a really big thing right now is absolutely like right now, the service that you provide, I mean, the pretty huge thing that a lot of companies or individuals or personal branding individuals, they want to gain more followers on Instagram. And the whole reason of doing that is that they can start influencing more people in terms of buying their particular product or their service or whatever it is. Does your company also provide a service in terms of how they can generate more organic followers on Instagram? Hello? Yep, yep. Yep, I can. I think your internet connection is weak, Max. Yes, I think so. Um, don't know what happened there, but we'll go live again. Sorry, guys, but we should be live in the next second.
Hello?
Yep, we're good now.
I think there was a bit of a delay which went on there.
Yeah, so did you hear my question? You mentioned that you are not providing that service right now. Do you intend to provide that service?
Yes, yes, that's something I'm literally just been speaking to someone about it today. Yeah,
So you are going to provide the service in terms of businesses
Instagram
to
growth.
gain more
Yes, yeah,
followers.
yeah, yeah. To gain
Okay,
more
thank
followers,
you.
yeah, you know, engagement does go a long way on Instagram.
Um, and also talking about what I wanted to mention is videos, right?
Yeah,
Now, a lot of people are not that keen on doing videos in terms of posting themselves on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is. Can you shed more light onto why it's important to do that? And why does the client want to see your face in terms of when you're talking about it?
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I was the same, making like putting videos, putting on the social media. Like it's can be a bit scary, but you know you do have to go out if you really want to be more successful. You have to be going out your comfort zone. It's no,
Absolutely.
no, yeah, yeah. So the reason why videos are so good, and 70, I saw a statistic the other day that 70% of digital marketing professionals would also say that video marketing is the best source of marketing. It's really, really popular. It's been blowing up this year. I've seen it so much more, and
And it's like
yeah, it just helps
direct,
you.
right?
Yeah, it's direct. It helps build credibility, and credibility is what makes sales.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But that is so great to know about what you're doing in terms of the service you're providing, in terms of the mediums that you're using to escalate your service, to provide that sort of lead generation, revenue generation for businesses in the UK. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Max. Thank you so much for coming on. But before you go, uh, one key thing about doing these live sessions is also spreading positivity. So,
Yeah.
what positive advice would you like to share with the world today so that they can take that on board and focus and move forward in life?
So I did actually want to give your audience as well. I just created this ebook. I'll just quickly flip my camera around. Yeah, I just
Sure.
wanted yeah, I wanted to give everyone this ebook I made. It's called How to Be a Top 5% Earning Agent and Work Less. It's just a bit about the strategies involved, and you know, about how to create some good ads. I've got some good examples of the ads that are working. As you can see, 6 ways realtors can use digital marketing for rapid house sales.
Got you.
And yeah, just how to design some of your ads here. So yeah, I just wanted to give that out for free. As you know, the world's not an amazing place right now.
Absolutely. Do share a copy of that in your comment.
Oh, should I put? Yeah, do you want to send it to
No, no,
you?
no. When I post this, then you can share it in the
Oh,
comments so
okay,
everyone
yeah.
can look at it for whenever they see this video. So that's a positive thing. That's the first time I've seen someone come here and share that with us and give an ebook as a positive sign. Thank you so much for doing that, Max. It's a pleasure to
It's
have
all
you on.
right. No worries. Thank
Super.
you.
Take care, and we'll be in touch
Okay.
soon.
See you later.
See you. Bye bye. So that was Max Dean, who is a young business entrepreneur providing his service, digital marketing service, to the businesses who are looking to generate leads and revenue through social media. Do check him out. Thank you so much to Max Dean for coming on here. Thank you to all the viewers that tuned in. It's been a pleasure to have this live session. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.